Final Fantasy 9 was on PS3. I have the actual PS1 copy, but you can get it on the PSN as well to play it. I believe 7, 8, and 9 are all available on the PSN. Interplay. Those are the Clay Fighter guys, among other things. I'd say Fallout 1, 2, and 3 and New Vegas are canon. Maybe even Wasteland, I think, is the precursor game. Fallout's kind of like a spiritual successor too. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm playing on the 360 as it's the system where I have all the downloadable content for the game. Step. Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was cool. It makes sense. If it's Andromeda, it's going to be like the Wild West. It's not going to be, well, at least as far as we know, it's not going to be civilized like the Milky Way was. So I'm interested to see how they handle the whole colonization thing. Pretty excited. Quite stoked. Bless you. Katie's sneezing. He's staring at me through the gap underneath my computer monitor, begging for food. It's pretty bad, actually. Alright, we're about to talk to Thane, I think is where we left off. Let me set up a poll here for what we're going to do, and I'm going to throw up a BRB real quick so I can run to the restroom and get everything else with stream set up. Alright, there you go. You should be able to vote. If you check in chat, vote 1 for recruiting Samara, 2 for doing loyalty missions. I guess we'll just do a revote if that one gets picked. 3 for DLC, 4 for side quests, or 5 for Explore the Citadel, and I'll throw up BRB and be back in a couple minutes. It looks like voting is favoring the Asari Justicar at the moment. Drop the BRB. I may make a couple more adjustments here. I'll let it go for a few more minutes. Right now it's 3 for Recruit the Asari Justicar and 1 for Explore the Citadel. And we're going to talk to this assassin character that we just recruited.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will still draw breath by the time it bears fruit.
Then don't live on Kaje, or use breathers.
Drell have a close relationship with the Hanar. We rely on each other. The best we can do is keep our homes very dry inside.
It's a cool idea. We'll read the codex entry about that. The Drill are a neat race.
Are you gonna be alright till the end of the mission?
I should be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in humid environments, the faster it progresses. I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Or dead. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
Send out another one. This is a pretty important poll if you want to participate. Poll is, who should we romance? Vote 1 for Jacob, 2 for Garrus, 3 for Thane, 4 for no one, and jokingly save ourselves for Rex. My wife was in love with Rex in her playthrough, and because Rex isn't a romance option, spoiler alert, she never actually romanced anybody. Just go ahead and vote. I'll leave that one open for a bit until we leave the ship. We're going to keep talking to other people in the meantime.
Is there anything we can do here? Normandy has a state-of-the-art medical bay.
No, thank you. It's being attended to. If the finest medical minds in the Hanar illuminated primacy can't solve the problem, I doubt your ship's medic could. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance. Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
The Drell live on the Hanar homeworld, don't they?
Yes. I know many think the Hanar are difficult to understand. It's just that they're very formal with those they don't know. We know them quite well. If you ever get close enough to a Hanar that they tell you their soul name, you would find them...
Thane is like the equivalent of a Hanar party member.
I thought that Hanar only let very close friends know their soul name.
Most of my commissions were for Hanar. I grew close to my regular contacts. Soul names tend to be poetic. A Hanar known for its cynicism might take a name that means illuminates the folly of the dancers.
I love the writing style in Mass Effect. There's all kinds of characters just dropping little bits of flavor here and there, even when it doesn't really make sense in conversation. That's great, though.
Hanar talk using bioluminescence. That's more of an obstacle than their politeness.
True. Many Drell have had their eyes genetically modified to perceive their higher frequency flashes. I had the treatment. I can't tell the difference between a dark red and black, but I can see ultraviolet light as a silver color.
So cool.
When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with Kira, Lord of Hunters. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection. And when I have taken my target, I speak with Kalahira, goddess of oceans and the afterlife.
I didn't know that Drell had many gods.
It's one of our older beliefs. Many embrace the Hanar and Kindlers now, or the Asari philosophies. The old ways are dying. There are so many ways to interpret one's place in the universe. Who needs the wisdom of our ancestors? The younger generations don't believe they can help us fathom genetic engineering, orbital strikes, or alien
That's
races.
likely true, Thane, but very good.
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land. Accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost.
I love Thane. He's awesome.
We need to have the best equipment possible to take on the collectors. You have any leads I could chase down?
My old contact network often located rare equipment for me.
Yes.
Would you like me to get in touch with them?
Let's see what they've got.
Show me your items. Oh man, we gotta start farming for iridium apparently. Get through that real fast.
Let me know if you want to pursue that.
I should go. I have to go.
Meditations.
Alright, so we'll look at the primary codexes we just got. We can watch the Praetorian one, come back to it. Oh, is Drell not included here? Oh, Drell biology, okay. Omnivorous reptile like humanoids with an average lifespan of 80 galactic standard years, so similar to human. Live birth young, eats solid food immediately, similar to saurian humans. Muscle tissue is slightly denser than that of humans. 3-chambered heart. The hyoid in their throats, which allows them to inflate their throats and produce vocal sounds outside the human range. Very hard to strangle or suffocate. As they came from arid rocky deserts, the humid ocean-covered world of Kaje proved tolerable only when the Drell stayed inside a climate-controlled dome city. Yeah, so Kepral syndrome is the leading cause of death. There's another one we'll hear about here soon that talks about why they live on Kaje. I can find it. It might be under primary.
Freedom's...
Or maybe not. Oh, we got one. Basically, the Hanar uplifted them, rescued them from their world, which is essentially doomed. Oh god, Steph, you owe it to yourself to Google Jacob romance scene. It's hilarious. I've never romanced him, but I've watched the scene and I quote it all the time. It's awful. Jacob walks into Shepard's chambers and he's like, you know, sneaking into the captain's quarters. Heavy risk. But the prize. What the hell? Who says that?
If we have time,
Oh,
I'd
right.
like to go to Illium and relocate
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sister's
yeah.
family.
I'll let you know, Miranda.
Of course, Commander.
Of course. Tech on the Garrus. How you doing, buddy?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some...
Damn it, Garrus.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be
Always
here.
calibrating. No, apparently you won't be. Alright, we already got Jack's loyalty mission. We already got Jacob's. We might be able to get Holly's. I'll go ask. Maybe Grunts. Well, you heard the key point for me is heavy risk. But the prize. The Mass Effect forums, the BioWare forums, you know, but the prize was a pretty heavy meme for a while.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the
My
Norman...
shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much
We've
more.
got
I
all
can
the
do.
ship
You got
upgrades.
time to talk?
There might be
I
one more
really
we
need to
need.
clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let
Alright,
you work.
clean the engine. Man, Tali clean an engine, golly, you know, Garrus calibrating. Nobody's got time for the commander these days. Steph, you weren't here to remind me to end my last playthrough with ejecting trash from the compactor. We'll have to do that today.
Shepard,
Yeah, you think so, right, Verner?
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
the hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Granth would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this, picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
What other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though.
Much point.
Never mind.
I like, so again, little bits of flavor there, like Quarians not so much. You're like, ooh, what's up with Quarian physiology that they're not soft?
Something must move you. You're as genetically
Right,
programmed as
Kami?
you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just
Cool camera angle.
am. Those dead were strong enough to try.
You're a
even if
cool
they
camera angle.
lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Yeah, M causes a game over if you do it, I think. If I remember correctly. Knowing this group of folks, I'm almost positive M's not going to be a realistic option. See if Morton has anything. Oh no, Steph, you'll know who I'm talking about later. Related to Samara. There's an optional romance associated with her for Femship. Yeah, Miranda's male only.
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
Why don't you refresh my memory?
Personally led a team, created new version of genophage, released it onto Chanka, other colonies, restabilized Krogan population.
I doubt you wanted to give me a history lesson. What's going on?
Blood Pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear. No way to determine until we get to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Blood Pack. Talk to them or clan chief.
Cool. Modular probe bay. May as well grab that, I guess. How about it's iridium? Use that about running out of probes.
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Caden Alenko was there. How did that go?
It was good to see him.
Do you have strong feelings for him?
We had a job to do and we did it.
I understand. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private
Thank you.
terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Renegade for not
I've received a new message.
having the hots for... Man, I'm trying to hear that. I bet we'll be doing a Morden loyalty mission next time. I might just override and skip right to Morden loyalty mission. We'll see how much time we have after Samara. Cool. Hey, Elizabeth Bainham. We rescued her and Zeus Hope colonists in Mass Effect 1 by group vote. Recruit the Justicar. Oh, right. So we're saving ourselves for Rex once again. The asexual shepherd. I can't save these as a template anymore because I don't have the pro deep bot, unfortunately, so I have to type it out. Fortunately, I type about 120 words per minute, so it's not too bad. You, Steph. Feel that way about Tali with Male Shepherd. You can vote twice for who we're bringing. Or an 8. That's a pretty good team. I can get behind that. Oh, we took Jack, Steph. I don't know if you caught up on YouTube. Alright, it looks like Garrus is almost certainly going to happen. Then it's between, let's see, Jack, Grunt, and Tali. If anyone else wants to vote for who we're going to bring, I'll go ahead and do Garrus for sure, but if you want to cinch one of those 3 other options, vote for them. Vote 2 for Tali. 4. Cool, and you get one more, Nikki. We're already going to bring Garrus. It's just 1 through 10 left to right. So Zaid, 2 for Tali, 3 for Morden, 5 for Miranda, 6 for Grunt, 7 for Jacob, 8 for Thane, 9 for Jack, and 10 for Kasumi. Grunt. Grunt it is. Sure, we'll get to see Jack again. Man, this is like the OG team. This is the dream team from Mass Effect 1, except with Rex instead of Grunt. Very good, Kami. Let's just do the magic... magic relationship thing. I think we want the weapon damage, although the health regeneration is quite good. I don't know if 55 is that much more than 40, whereas 50% is way more than 25. I'm gonna try to max out concussive shot, I think. Didn't work, Robert. Right, Kami. I would have been fine with them just not doing, like... Does it have to be intercourse? Does it have to be something like that? It shouldn't have to require that. No, my feelings for Talia run deeper than that. Alright, overload. Let's go. Yeah, same here, Burner. And on subsequent playthroughs, I skip Mass Effect 1 and then do Tali.
Illium is one of the safest places in the galaxy until you fell off the grid. Wrong company or walk down the wrong alley and it's as dangerous as anywhere else.
Cool, who cares? They just throw themselves at you? I don't know if that's always the best thing.
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly.
Oh That's harsh, Verner.
I'm gonna have that asshole arrested. Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him. I'll be careful. Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness.
It's true, Kami.
Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras.
Now they can get each other killed.
If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
Oh, this is interesting. Hannah Shepard is Shepard's mother, but only exists if you choose the Spacer origin, which Stream voted for in Mass Effect 1, stating that Shepard's not an orphan, that she grew up to military parents. So that's kind of your reference to having selected that origin. Man, Bachelor Party is pretty awesome.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding. And that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
This game and Mass Effect 3 have a lot of these little like flavor conversations you can listen in on. They're really cool. This one gets better too.
You said that bachelor parties are for very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive. I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually reproduce by... My word. She is very limber.
I like how they don't actually tell you how the Solarians reproduce. It's probably laying eggs.
I can appreciate her dancing in an aesthetic manner, but I don't have feelings of... She is a lovely shade of blue.
Okay. That makes my legs hurt just watching it. And my knees are meant to bend that way.
Thanks, Turian.
This isn't as bad as I'd feared. It's actually... Is it warm in here?
Okay. You see that?
I agree, Steph.
The little divot in her abdomen?
It's called a belly button. Humans and Asari have them, and you're gonna be doing shots out of it later tonight. That can't be sanitary. Not the point, man.
I can understand why I might find Asari attractive, but how can they be attractive to humans too? They look just like Solarians.
What? They look exactly like us. I'm not seeing the Solarian thing at all. At all.
You're both wrong. Asari look just like Blue Turians. Look at the head fringe.
Wait. You don't think they're like mind controlling us to see them as attractive, do you?
Please be quiet. You're going to ruin Asari for me. And there aren't many Turian women on Illium.
So there's your lampshade hang on, not seeing any Turian women at all. Also, that's really cool that all of the races are like, what, they look just like blue Solarians.
Well, I suppose watching just one more dance wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit.
Cool.
As long as I'm not paying for the drinks.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different. So it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
Again, also, I believe if you listen to this conversation more, that this this Turian is hitting on the Quarian. He's like being the nice guy friend who's trying to swoop in.
You deserve somebody who
Yeah.
respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
It's always the same thing. Ooh, she could get sick. She's vulnerable. I wonder what she looks like under the helmet.
You'll find someone out there who cares about you for who you are. Someone whose food you can eat, even.
The someone whose foods you can eat is a reference to the fact that they're both dextro amino acid based, so they can eat the same kind of foods. There's actually a kind of a problem that like they can't eat any human food because we have different amino acids.
You're really holding
Oh man, Conrad Verner.
on the edge. I got nothing to lose.
I live life on the edge.
I'll do anything to get the job done. I'll go all the way without a second thought.
You guys remember Conrad Verner? He's the fan from Mass Effect 1 who kept bugging us. Finally, we pointed a gun at him and told him to get lost by stream vote.
You want to see how far I'll go? I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from Commander Shepard.
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Verner. We met on the Citadel? I wanted to become a Spectre? Oh, and then you shoved a gun in my face? You showed me what it meant to be truly extreme. I learned that lesson well. So you're alive, huh? I hear it goes like that in the biz. Why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I got some asses to kick.
Oh, I love this conversation. Conrad Verner always reminds me of Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall. His character design and his voice. So here, what should we do? Vote, what should we do with Conrad? 1, for crying out loud. 2, hit him. 3, shoot his foot. We'll make this a short poll. I'll close it in a couple minutes. Hit him. Alright, I think that takes it.
Conrad. Ha! Kick him in the quad! Sorry, my father was...
Or we learned in Mass Effect 1 by Garrus's conversation that Krogans have 4 testicles, so that's why they have a quad and a pair.
Man, I should have gotten better armor. That really hurts. Anyway, get angry if you want, but somebody had to do something. You were dead. I stepped up.
How'd you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle.
Your wife, huh? You see the bartender in the back facepalm. The voice actor is definitely Canadian too, which makes me think more of Scott Thompson.
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk. But you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
So you just wander the galaxy righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them.
Robert.
Sometimes I poke through crates too, you know, for extra.
More making fun of the fact that that's what we do, is poke through crates looking for credits. Like, yeah, Kami, Kids in the Hall is in my top 3 sketch comedy. I think it's like Monty Python, Kids in the Hall, and Mr. Show, in no particular order.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport? She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Illium. You just need a license.
Like, he's just going around taking quests for people.
I'll I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if you need any help, Shepard.
Will do, Conrad.
I can taste hate in the air, but there's no fighting. It's like they don't want to. Is that right? Because it seems stupid. Rules and words to hide how they hide. Fighting is simple. Kill the guy aiming at you. Here, there's no way to tell. Stupid.
Thanks for taking care of that crazy guy. Saves me having to beat him to death with his own spine. That makes the other customers nervous. Anyway, this is Eternity, and I'm Athena, a sorry matriarch and bartender.
Matriarch means that she's like close. She's in the last life stage of her life cycle. So she's like probably over 700 years old.
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions.
Oh yeah.
I've pretty much seen it all.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars?
Yeah, when he was young. Loved showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. When I was a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from his father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
He's sleeping. We have one of those like window hanging things. You like suction cups you hang in the window. He's sleeping on it right now. I'm sure when Andrea wakes up from her nap, she'll bring him over here.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. Their ships were hanging bare-assed in space when Saren started shooting. If not for you humans, we would have bought it right there. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming, and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
What's it like living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find
He's very unhappy with me. This is Ben.
Turian,
Hey, buddy.
Melkor, Hanar.
He's especially unhappy because this is usually when around the time he gets fed, like an hour and a half from now. So I'll let him go. But yay, Ben.
Wake up. Your figure's gotten matriarchal,
Say bye.
and
Bye.
everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
Echo's way back, and here's the other one, Marty. But I won't hold him for long because he has CH. It's a condition called cerebral hypoplasia. It's actually pretty common among cats. Portion of his brain that's responsible for his balancing doesn't work. So he's fine. He isn't like disabled or anything, but he like walks like he's drunk all the time because he can't balance.
You'll get cramps.
We've got a third kitty at the moment. The third kitty's not ours. It's one of Andrea's friends from undergrad who's stuck in the UK right now without a visa, so he asked us to watch his cat for him until he can ship it out to him. Oh no, Steph, he was being a jerk. He'll sit right next to here and just stare at me, or he'll like while I'm streaming, he'll go and like knock games off the counter. He's a butt. Besides, cat lives are, what do? They sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. Then they eat, then they sleep and sleep and sleep. Third one I think is with Andrea, being Nurse Polly taking care of her. Where is the weapons dealer? It might be further away. I thought it was that Asari we ran into outside.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian.
Very good, Robert.
I'm looking for
He needs a US visa. See, I think it's one of these sorry NPCs out here somewhere. Unless if it's back in the main area. Right, Steph? I think, was it Crip has a cat cam that he runs? Just has one camera that's devoted to stream of his cat. ARCB. Yeah, he's stranded in the UK, unable to return to the US. Because he's a UK national, but was working on a visa to do science work over here. We'll finish this Conrad Verner quest, and then we'll go do Samara's mission. Yeah.
Hey, we're friends. I have told you that.
No, but you're thinking about it. You're thinking about
Can I help you with something?
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Verner. You told him that the Eternity Lounge was selling red sand.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is really dangerous. I should know. I'm an undercover cop. Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
Yeah, I should switch this chair out for the main chair. The cats will jump up and sit on it and mope about me not feeding them yet.
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount. Thanks for the help.
Okay, good. I didn't already buy this.
This might be useful.
You're sure gateway weapons armor are good enough for you? What about a fish? What about you? Going to try and make it as a commander?
Right.
I didn't mean... Okay, look, I'll take
The Batarian Trading Group has announced plans to sue the Citadel Council. The Batarians claim that slavery is an inextricable part of their caste system.
Back to Conrad, and then we can go with Samara. If we got any time left, we'll maybe bum around and do some side quests. I think tomorrow, Mass Effect, we're definitely going to do Morden's side mission, just because I really want to go to Chichanka. Oh, I think Kami was being sardonic. I know at least one ignorant American who was like, oh, you live in the UK, do you know Steve? It's like, it's a huge country, are you serious? No, I don't know Steve.
The council thought that Blasto, the first Hanar Spectre.
Maybe we'll just do that without vote.
Damn it, this is just a misunderstanding!
Tell it to the judge. My surveillance vids caught your extortion attempt from 4 different angles.
I was misled! I was told that you had agreed to sell!
Take her away, before I have my bartender throw her out.
The undercover cop from the weapons kiosk just got arrested.
I love the Paragon way of handling this. It was a sting.
She wasn't a cop. She was a deep cover operative from a terrorist cell. I'd never have found her if not for you.
Really?
Really. You did a great job, Conrad. Now please, go home. Let me take it from here.
Can do, Shepard. And thanks. It's really good to have you back.
There's a really funny Conrad side thing in Mass Effect 3 that I don't know if we're going to trigger because there's this like really arcane sequence of things. They're basically testing to see if you 100%ed Mass Effect 1 and 2 before you can get this little Conrad conversation in 3. So if we don't get it, I'll just explain what it is when we get to that sequence.
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just cleaned the bar.
Just
I'm good.
around.
Pleasure as always.
Wasn't looking for sex, but okay. Be into that. It's fine.
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
That's good, Robert. Yeah, go for it, Kami. You're good. You got the little mod key / sword. You can approve other people's requests to link things now. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
Do you have anything here?
God, bullets can be pretty gross.
I own this room. I own
Of course, Office Glenn. Yeah, that's exactly the idea. I've known people who have actually done that.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are...
Pure bloods are a waste of genetic potential. That's how we get throwbacks like the Ardat Yakshi.
Ardat Yakshi, what are
I
those?
don't like pure bloods either, but that's going a little far. Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Illium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing
I like how the Justicars work. It's kind of a cool idea of like, hey, there's this kind of old school system that everyone respects, and it's kind of awkward how they fit into the laws.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Illium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human... Do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before...
I've talked about before how from a writing perspective it is incredibly challenging to write something that's convincingly alien, non-human. And, I mean, that's not the best example, but at least they're trying, where she's like, well, I can't even really think of a human metaphor for it. Very hard to do that.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
No, Steph, it's the same over here, but it's like proportional to how wealthy you are. Wealthy, famous people get away with everything, get away with murder. Poor people will go to jail for many years for minor drug offenses. Yeah, we'd already voted for Garrus X Grunt. We'll keep that going. Throw back to the old dream team. Yeah, right, there's nothing really exclusive to either nation. Krogan is, or the claymores of human design, but it's only used by the Krogans. The kickback from the single shot is enough to break a human's arm.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up?
Right, Steph.
Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
Pitney 4 has an extremely Star Wars sounding name. The Volus in general have very Star Warsy names. I hear you, Steph. You guys know the formula to create your own Star Wars name? It's the first 3 letters of your first name, the first 3 letters of your last name. So I'm Dylan Zano, that's Dilzan. And the last 3 letters of your first name, the last 2 letters of your last name. So I'm Dilzan Lano. I think it's like there's one for like your porn star name is the name of your first pet followed by the name of the first street you lived on. So I'm Crystal Washington. It's pretty good actually.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Steph.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Yeah, I think you'll overwhelmingly find that people are people. National stereotypes typically don't hold up.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Kelly Cromdale, that's a good one. I like it. Now, let's be honest, Robert. How many times have you said, "Oi, Gov," in the past year? Not like quoting something or being ironic.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse...
Europeans have similar stereotypes about Americans, but the other way around. So what the American stereotype is that we're all Texan gun-toting hillbillies. We love our guns, like we love our McDonald's and our Walmart.
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants. But they killed him, so they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dagny Kerr knew the risks when he
With
took
Doctor
the
Who.
spacing.
Doctor Who and BBC Sherlock and Faulty Towers and Monty Python.
It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the
And Red Dwarf.
spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
I should go.
Top Gear is coming back. Yeah, I said, "Oi, Gov." That's the so like when Europeans make fun of Americans, they always do the really atrocious Southern accent. Y'all come back now. You hear? And Americans making fun of British people tend to do the "Oi, Gov." Top Gear is coming back. Probably, I don't know if you saw this on Reddit. It was just yesterday, I think. Probably to Netflix. It would be really funny if they called it not Top Gear.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess.
So Andrew and I have this funny inside joke relating to England and Sherlock and Doctor Who, actually. I'm not particularly well world traveled. I grew up pretty poor. I have been to 2 countries in my life. One is the U.S. and the other one is Nepal. We visited a couple of years ago. It was my first international trip. Did it on a hard mode. Anyway, I was not aware of the existence of a famous Ferris wheel in England in London, I think, right? Called the Eye of London. I think it would be London. Anyway, it shows up in... we watched Sherlock first, then we watched Doctor Who, and I'm like, hey, it's that same Ferris wheel from from Sherlock. And she's like, Dylan, that's the Eye of London. It's a famous landmark. You should know what that is. Of course it's showing up. If they're doing a camera pan and you see the Eye of London, that's how you know that you're in London. So now every time we see the Eye of London in any movie or any commercial or TV show, she's always like, hey Dylan, you see that Ferris wheel there? That's called the Eye of London. When you see that, that's how you know that you're in London. And I think you guys will be able to make that joke on me when we get to Mass Effect 3, because I'm pretty sure that when they go to London in Mass Effect 3, you see the Eye of London. You're like, hey Marstead, that's called the Eye of London. It's this famous landmark.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more
the London Eye
here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
Best kind.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP.
Like Grunt.
She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our 2 lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
Oh, Robert. What a blessing.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident. But her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me anyway. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled.
Oh, Robert, Steph, that's outstanding. That's brilliant. Now, now the joke has a second layer where I'm like, yeah, you know, some uneducated Americans who really don't know anything about British culture at all call it the Eye of London because they don't really know what they're talking about. But if you are really in the know, you would know that it's called the London Eye.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
We can disobey suicidal orders. Why wasn't I told?
Not often enough.
Thanks, Garrus. I love Garrus's little comments when you bring him along on missions.
Most of the time, I'm not being stupid about it. I can't say the same for Anaya's superiors.
I'm a cop and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
Samara would kill a cop? That doesn't sound very just.
She would die defending an honest cop, but she'd fight an army of dirty cops to the death. I admire her dedication, but her presence is still a big problem. I need her gone before I have to carry out my orders.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back.
It's just a funny joke that we give at each other. Now this one's inconsistent, right? Mercenaries has a period at the end, but Crime Scene and Justicars don't. So I wonder if they're different writing teams or something.
You mentioned a crime scene?
A Volus merchant was murdered. It was a professional hit, so we're not dealing with junkies looking for a score. I'm thinking the local Eclipse mercenary band. Can't prove it, but if the Volus was dirty too, maybe it's just a deal gone bad.
I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
I have to go.
I have to go. I should go.
Good luck.
We better find Samara before the detective goes after her.
It's a cool concept for a dungeon level. It's a weapon locker, but it's not actually an item of any kind. I think the rest of the stuff we can get is inside the crime scene proper. Just got a stream offline message. Everything's still looking good on the Twitch end. Usually it's just IRC wigging out.
Anaya told us to let you through. Watch yourself. There's merc activity back
Cool
here.
police
We're
line
waiting on backup.
hollow tape. Racks. Chest high walls. Cool, thank you, Robert.
Get the rest of Bravo Squad prepped. Alpha Squad went after that Justicar 20 minutes ago, and they've gone dark.
I think this was Andrea's team in this game. Garrison, Grunt. Grunt yells, "Too late! Now you're dead!" Now, in his honor, she'll yell when playing other games after she kills somebody. Getting money, getting paid. There you go. Back IRC Twitch chat client.
Those were my best troops.
Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
Samara's costume is kind of silly, especially for like a monastic character,
She would
but
hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship. Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar.
it's usually a good idea, Burner. I was Garrison Tali.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
That merc was wounded and helpless. Do you just kill anyone who won't help you?
If my cause is important enough, yes. Are you?
Very nice, Steph.
I've killed enemies, but always with good reason.
I answer to a code that is clearly defined. If my actions are true to that code, I am just. If they are not, I am unjust. I don't pretend it is a simple matter, or that it seems right to everyone. But I sleep well at night, and that is more than most can say. How may I be of service to you?
I'm going up against suicidal odds, and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive.
Yeah.
I cornered her here, but the Eclipse sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
Such a cool concept.
The human is lost here. Can one of you clarify?
I was trying to convince her to leave with you, but Justicar's in their code.
The detective has been ordered to detain.
Right, Robert? Same thing happened to me.
Force her to disobey an order.
Sorry, is stupid. Your code just means you kill her tomorrow instead of today.
I am afraid so.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Can you tell me more about Justicars?
We are individuals who have forsworn family, children, and worldly possessions aside from some weapons and armor. We travel Asari space righting wrongs as defined by the ancient code we have each memorized.
Illium may be dominated by Asari, but it isn't in Asari space.
My quarry fled to this place. I am sworn to hunt her down, and I will follow anywhere she goes. It is rare for a Justicar to leave Asari space, but I must follow my oath. If I suffer for it, I will accept that.
A moment ago, you refused to give up your investigation, but now you'll swear to follow me?
If I stay, I will be compelled to kill many innocents to escape incarceration.
Like me.
I may be killed, and my quarry would be free to continue murdering. If I come with you and survive your mission, I can resume my investigation. To do that, I need the ship's name to track her to her next hiding place. It is a simple choice.
Makes sense.
This Justicar code seems quite strict.
It may seem so to you, but this is my oath. The expedient path may be fast and simple. That does not make it the
Maybe a sadist. Maybe both. She has lots of problems.
Do you have any leads?
The Volus merchant
Leads.
is tied to this. Eclipse mercs are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
Well, I've got to get back to my station. And
Got 3 Justicars down at the station. We got them working in shifts.
Thank you, Shepard.
Couldn't find a tape deck though. Oh, the Credence. Hey, MTV TNA, welcome. Got anything for me, Pitney 4?
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
Why are the mercs after you?
I know nothing about any mercenaries, Earth Clan. I'm merely an innocent...
Here, I'll pull for this. We'll do a fast one. Vote. Vote 1 for yes interrupt, 2 for no to the interrupt. I'll give it 20 seconds or so, and then I'll go ahead and do it. Or not do it. You want to vote on the Renegade interrupt that's currently available? Type !vote 1 to interrupt and vote 2 to do nothing. Alright, looks like it's going to be 2. I will not do it.
merchant trying to make his way in life.
The Eclipse are out for your blood. I need your help to break into their base. Shouldn't we work together?
Yes, you're right, Earth Clan. I'm desperate. I've got angry mercs after me, and now this Asari Justicar. Let's talk.
Let's wrap.
I smuggled a chemical onto Illium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic. I may have, forgotten to mention that to the Eclipse. So they are perturbed and want to kill me.
It sounds like you're a swindler and your actions finally caught up with you.
True and true. But I haven't survived as a merchant this long without being able to tell when there's a deal.
That's a different one.
You want something.
The Eclipse recently smuggled someone off-world. I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in. Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy. Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
That doesn't seem like they're really much of a mercenary band. Maybe more of a murder brigade, murder team, murder squad. Gang, is the word I was looking for. Hey, it's a nostalgic thing to say. It's what the enemies say in Mass Effect 1. I will destroy you.
However, concentrated exposure will cause severe tissue damage. I recommend.
I'll put them down.
Cool. Doing alright. Feeling good on a Wednesday. Sparkling thoughts. Give me the hope to go on. Okay, we don't want to bust open those toxic canisters. It's exclusively bad for us if that happens. Can't like use it to get them. Scimitar shotgun. Let's keep his claymore. Yeah. Let's actually equip it too. Let's do shotgun X sniper rifle. Good combo. A goodly combo. Hey Yahun, how's it going, man? You got some sleep last night? Good seeing you, as always. Right, Robert? It only happens occasionally if you hit somebody right next to a wall.
Wait, stop! I didn't fire my weapon once. I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot.
Whatever. Pretend to keep breathing.
I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
Alright, here's another one. Trying to interrupt? Yes or no? I'll give it about 10 seconds or so. Are you sure, Nikki? I'll go ahead and do a Yoshi. I can strip it to you regardless after we stream it, but an extra small one would be fine. Just to shoot me a Twitch message or a YouTube message and we can work out the details offline. That'd be really cool though, thank you. Right, yeah. I'm not patient enough to snipe, I like to just kill. Hey, Yahon. Oh, well, that's very kind of you, Nikki. Thank you. Oh man, we're split down the middle. 2 votes for shooter, 2 votes for don't shooter. I'm gonna have to flip a coin. If anyone has a vote to sway it in one direction or the other, vote 1 to shooter, vote 2 not to shooter. And let me see if I can find like a D4 or something. Dice, put them away. D6 divided by 2. Here, I'll flip an SD card. Oh, Kami tipped it. Shooting it is.
You chose your side, Elnora, and you lost.
Screw that, bitch!
I'll learn more about Elnora later.
This should come in handy.
Biotic damage, though.
Side to head there.
Yeah, man, N7, woo! It's become my stream uniform. Beginning, I was like, oh man, I should wear a whole bunch of different stuff, but like the way I have my camera set up, you can't really see my shirt. I don't want like half of the camera down there to be whatever I'm wearing. So I'll just wear this. I'll have to show off my old. So this is my second N7 hoodie. I have an old one that I used to wear when I took my motorcycle out. That's like completely faded. It's kind of crazy when you see the difference into it. Andrea got me this one as a replacement. This one now I only wear this on stream. I don't take it out with me, so it shouldn't fade too bad. Ouch. Part of it is you don't really see the blood when you're not in adrenaline rush either. Oh, I don't have an ammo power. I'm about to fix that. Forgot I equipped that. Wrong time. Nice, Steph. You've talked about that accompanying you a couple times. It's like wrong time, wrong place. Hacking is a fairly clever minigame. I mean, it's not particularly complex, but I like it better than the Simon Says. Feels more appropriate. You're a clever minigame.
We've been spotted.
Oh man, not good. Can we not have that happen? Oh, it was a rocket trooper. All the way in the back, I think. I think people have done Quarry and Asari plushies. I feel like I've seen one at least of Tali. Nicely done, Grunt. You know, I brought you around for a reason. Oh, really cool, Yahon. Oh, well, cool, man. Like, I will link anything and everything she does. She does a lot of science PR stuff and like science outreach. So like there's a couple of videos she's done. I can send those over to you talking about dark matter.
Get ready.
Whoa.
Mind over matter.
Let's see if I can look up one of them after this fight here. One sec. Yeah, I'll let her know. See if I can figure out there's two of them. I want to give you the right one first. It's like a local access show in California, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. Here's one. Solarian plushie would be pretty funny, especially if it talked. And there's the other one. She's in both of those. Supposed to be for a layman audience. Oh, there's a gunship here. Take out the gunship. Doesn't really have specific weak points, I don't think.
Shields have failed.
Doesn't actually take damage when it's flying away like that. Good to know. Yeah, she's very good at science outreach. That's kind of what she wants to do. If anyone knows a science outreach job, let us know. We're reaching the end of her assignment out here in California, so we're looking for new places for her next step. Nope. Oh, do I need to... Oh, I removed barrier, that's right. Go for it, Steph, that's fine. She's number one to me, so I would be happy if I'm going to lose viewers to anyone. I'd be happy to lose viewers to her. She and I are going to be doing a Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough together, blind for both of us, on July 3rd. She has off work. Just 6 hours of that. Look forward to that. We'll probably just take turns being in control. I'm out of ammo, aren't I? Right? No kidding, Kami.
Mind over matter.
I'll tell her you said that. She'll crack up.
Eclipse forever.
I remember to keep their guns correct. I don't know if they even fixed that in Mass Effect 3. It is a persistent issue. They don't ever use the guns you want them to use. Yes, they do, Grunt. That's why I couldn't damage the gunship anymore. It was scripted to not take more damage. That Dungeons and Dragons problem where you're like, oh man, I got the boss fight's down, we're gonna kill her, and then they get a chance to escape no matter what you do. They just become immune to damage for a second, then get away.
Well, it's official. Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc. I earned my uniform last night when I killed that ridiculous Volus. Up close, exploding rounds. Blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
Elnora was the killer. It's a good thing we took her out.
Figure that detective would want this.
Yeah, probably. There you go. Renegade interrupting, took the law into our own hands. Yeah, 3 is improved. The mechanics are improved, as is 2. It's a big focus of EA, making it more of a shooter. Is it just me, or is she like floating off the ground a little bit? Okay, that's what I thought. And glitching into this wall, it's kind of cool.
They've seen us.
Combat systems engaged.
This is a breakable crate. This might have been the best decision. Yes, it was a breakable crate. Oops. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Eat it, gunship. Ain't nobody got time for you. Can we progress now? I think we can. Credits. I like that you pick up extra ammo like that automatically for the gears, the ones you're not using. Andrew doesn't remember that it's called Mass Effect, or she doesn't remember that it's called Dragon Age Inquisition. She keeps calling it Mass Effect with dragons.
This looks like a shipping manifest. It shows that Pitney 4 sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
This isn't the information Samara needs, but it proves that the Volus is a criminal.
Valuable information to the Volus.
We gotta keep moving.
Evidence. Go to the Volus. Another poll. Who do we give the evidence to? Do you want to give it to the Volus or the Illium police? This is the funny one. Steph. On red sand. Oh, so this is something they establish in the books, in the second Mass Effect book, that they don't really talk about very much in this game. When you take red sand, it gives you very, very, very mild biotic abilities temporarily, so you can like lift a paperclip.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
You need help.
You need help.
You need help.
You stand before the mightiest biotic ever. Yes, the Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying. But then I began to smell my greatness. They may laugh when I fall over, but they don't know what I know in my head. That I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me?
You see Garrus, the grunt, shaking his head.
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
don't think he's reported anything.
Face it, Pitney will pick money over friends every time.
Bah! I will wreak a just revenge upon his people. But first, the leader of these mercenaries is in the next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
This idiot is no challenge to anyone.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
So are we... Okay, I got to vote up right now. Do we send him in? Is vote 1 to send him in? Vote 2 to hold him back. Right now there's 2 votes for holding him back. And I'm going to grab a soda real quick while you guys finish voting on that. I'll be right back. Looks like overwhelmingly we're not sending him in. It's kind of funny when you do. It's very a renegade thing to do, but like he like shoots his biotics at her, and it's like this little, tiny little wimpy little dot of biotic energy. It starts out looking like a singularity, and it just kind of pops into the stomach and dissipates.
Wasea will tear you apart. Take a nap. You'll feel better.
Yeah, and that link I just posted is for Bill Nye's new light sail Kickstarter. That's kind of based on the same idea. It's really cool. I'll pass that along to Andrea.
Ed, I'm unstoppable. Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the last step. But Great Wind, biotic god, what was I saying? I'm tired. You may be right. Yes, I'm tired. I'll nap. Destroy the universe later.
Paragon one's pretty funny too, just kind of knock him over.
Useless.
Cool. Armor's cool.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. First a Justicar shows up. Now you.
What creature were you smuggling?
At least I could take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass.
I love this sniper rifle. It's the room for error sniper rifle. Make a mistake, it's not the end of the world.
Some record of that ship must be around here.
Now, Karis. Hey, Flarewing. Let's go, man. Looks like we're on for Sunday morning. So trying to get a hold of Haypax to see if he's good. He's going to be like on a tight plane connection or jet lagged or something. I'll probably just wait till Wednesday, but when I hear back, I'll confirm with you right away. I think something here is hackable before I take that. Cool, cool. Just got 25 minutes left. It's not enough for a loyalty mission or a main mission, so I might just go ahead and go to the Citadel. Damn it.
That the ship the crazy Asari wanted to find?
Should we head back to the police station and give her the name, or look around first?
Let's give her the name and keep moving.
Oh no, Flirwing. Yeah, I hear that's a problem. Maybe they'll find a way to resolve it. I'm willing to bet that future patches are going to significantly reduce the amount of XP needed to go from 50 to 60, and that it's just the way it is right now to kind of slow the crawl for people hopping into the expansion right away.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse sisters.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was
I don't know what they put in me, but I thought I was... You saw. Anyway.
There's a mighty biotic wind. He is. Hey Cheeseburger, Paper Mario starts in 22 minutes.
I don't trust that Volus.
Where is that Volus? One I want to talk to. I think there he is.
Thank you for removing the Eclipse threat, Earth Clan. It will take them months to rebuild their organization. Also, merely out of curiosity, when you were poking about, did you perhaps run across a shipping manifest that belongs to me?
You never know when something like this might come in handy.
If it might change your mind, Earth Clan, returning that manifest would be very profitable for you. If you give it to the detective, her reward will be a pat on the back.
It's true.
I have something that'll encourage the Justicar to leave. Show it to her.
I got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine. I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor.
Talk about Final Fantasy XIV,
I must be sworn
the Final
to
Fantasy
service
MMO.
so that I am never forced to choose between your orders and the code. By the code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
Here, I present you this lampshade.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes. Shall we return to
Have business with an Aya.
I need to speak to the detective.
Thanks for getting Samara out of my district. I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar. And you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
I have proof that Eclipse killed the Volus merchant.
Let's see what you got there. Interesting. But I can't verify it. It would be inadmissible.
Very good, Johan.
I vouch for Shepard and any evidence she brings forward.
Works for me.
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. Thanks, Shepard. I wasn't sure about trusting a stranger, and a human at that. But you came.
Heck yeah, I did.
Never heard of this Elnora. Sounds like she was just starting her career. Good thing you cut it short. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled in red sand and illegal weapons tech.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts. This is a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
Small discretionary bounty fund. Paving the way for Shepard to do stuff.
Welcome to the Normandy, Samara. We studied your profile extensively. With your skills, I think you'll be an excellent addition to our team.
Thank you. From an organization such as yours, that is high praise indeed.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're going to find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Put her in the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
Yeah, and 14 actually is better for being sub-only. Gets a lot of content very frequently with a very high quality, I would argue. Let's see. We already have Jacob's side quest. We're going to try to talk to people. I don't know if we're going to make it to the Citadel with 17 minutes left. Lucy Man probably wants to talk to me.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race.
Good for you, Kelly.
Anything else, Commander?
Interesting that you work with Cerberus.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Grunt seems very anxious, pacing down in the cargo hold. You might want to check in on him. Anything
Grunt,
else?
loyalty mission hype.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Bainham. Jared. Oh, the Dantius Towers guy that we rescued. That's cool. That was on the Thane mission. We saved him. Let's see. Let's go talk to... Well, we can go talk to everybody that hasn't already given us a loyalty mission. Because that's Garrus and Grunt. And Tali. But don't know if they'll have anything new until they give us the loyalty mission. Gotcha, Steph. Steph, did you play the Knights of the Old Republic games? The single-player ones? 1 and 2?
Shepard.
If you say calibrating...
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of...
I know when he's going to do it from the little head turn.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
You're no Marauder's shields, Garrus. probably... I guess we can talk to Samara. Yeah, it seems fair. It usually happens in MMOs eventually. Eventually you run out of stuff to do.
Shepard.
Do you have any suggestions about using some of the resources we've gathered?
I believe I can...
Hey, Robert. Thanks for hanging out.
Increase our fuel reserves so we can explore further. Shall I tell you what is required?
Show me what it would take.
That would be great.
Shepard.
Rex.
What are your impressions of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob is an earnest young man. Events will either forge him into a great man or utterly destroy
Gay
him.
Jedi, welcome.
Miranda is undoubtedly a hard woman. I respect her strength and determination. She carries many burdens and doesn't share them with others, as it should be.
How do you think our mission is going?
Building our forces is a good strategy. However, the time to strike is coming soon.
How are you?
I've spent much of the last 400 years on my own. It is nice to have a colleague to chat with. I may be rusty at it, however. If you are patient, I would love to talk.
How much do you know about our mission?
I know that I've sworn an oath to follow you, and that you seek to destroy the Collectors. That is enough for me.
You don't want to know why the Collectors need to be fought?
When you live by a code that compels you to harsh action, you learn the dangers of curiosity. If I must kill a man because he has done wrong, do I really wish to know that he is a devoted father?
I'd like to hear more about the criminal you were chasing on Nos Astra.
I hope you will understand if I wish to avoid this topic. It is deeply tied to my code and beliefs. You might say it is personal.
What do you think of Cerberus?
I've heard rumors,
Stuff.
but learned long ago to form my own impressions. There is too much room for interpretation in the opinions of others.
Why were you willing to work for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
Alpha No's voice actor in Realm Reborn was horrible. I was like, oh my god, can this cutscene end?
I should get back to work.
It has been my pleasure, Commander.
Let's go see. I'm gonna go downstairs for Grunt. See if Thana's in there. I don't think he does.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worshipped Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us. Some of us from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is...
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
Yeah, I didn't even know what that was, Steph, because I don't think he calls you that unless if you're a femshep. Story play, old fellow, welcome.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes? When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death.
As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
I'll shut up, Steph.
What exactly are the terms of the compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard. Anyone can refuse to serve. Few do. We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. After, like the squeals of a child fighting against the water, they fly over the back of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep.
Later, we're going to see him do that and understand what that was all about. I think there's a later conversation where he does something like that, and it explains what it is about his race. Basically, they have an eidetic memory, and then when they remember things that are important to them, they like actually relive the experience. Later, Nikki. Enjoy your swimming. Catch you later.
For a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... Laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. The smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
I guess an eidetic memory implies perfect recall. I guess they're more like a photographic memory for certain memories. They recall them in like perfect vivid detail. They basically relive it, all the sounds, sights, and smells. Steph. Yeah, I agree, Flarewing. Quite a few in Mass Effect.
The new armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. Engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second-tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Okay, that's very Star Trek of them.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine.
All right.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Okie doke, folks. I'm not going to be able to do the next mission in the next 5 minutes, so I'm going to head up to the CIC and save, and then switch over to Paper Mario or let the opening play, and I'll take a few minutes here to feed the cats real quick and get set up for the next game. Tomorrow is also going to be a combination of Paper Mario, Final Fantasy IX, and Mass Effect 2, with possibly, likely, Final Fantasy XIV on Sunday. Keep an eye on that scheduled portion. So long as it's down there, it's still planned. But it's running fairly close to when Hapax returns from Romania, so depending on what happens with his flight, we may just defer that till next week, Wednesday. I'll be back in a few minutes. Like I said, feeding the cats, switching to the Wii U, all that cool stuff. I'll throw up the BRB until we're ready to go.